Alright. Good weekend, thanks.
You, Henry?
Good, how are you?
I'm gonna go ahead and give Bailey a little bit just to... She's been good. While I was finishing watching the movie, she was just, you know what I'm saying, just sitting there chilling, so... She ain't really asked to even play... She ain't bring me no pine cone or stick to play fetch or nothing, so she just let me watch the movie, so... I think I actually have seen this movie before. It's just been so long since I've seen it, so it was almost like watching it for the first time. But when it got at the end, I was like, I remember this ending. So, what ends up happening? So where I left off at, you know what I'm saying? Tommy had shot the boy in the foot, and then he started joking the boy about shooting him in the foot. And the boy said, "Fuck off, Tommy." And then, you know, Jimmy over here. And you know, Jimmy low-key kind of know that if you keep, you know what I'm saying, you busting my balls, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if he keep... Tommy don't like that. And especially if it's in public and this and the third and people laughing and joking. Tommy is okay when he making the jokes. But if he's the joke, nah, he don't like that shit. So... Jimmy instigating it. Everybody instigating, laughing and shit. You gonna let him get away with that? Bang, 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 bing, bang, bop, boom. He done, right? They get rid of that. So that's one thing. Now, then from here, the very next Jane, because there's a couple of things that kind of like just hit like back to back. So Henry ends up waking up with a gun in his face. He ends up waking up with a gun in his face. Karen is pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Karen is pissed off. So Karen done walked over there. I'm not sure if she did this before or after that part. After she whatchamacallit, but Karen went over to Janice's house, that apartment, with the kids. Like, let me in. Stay away from she said, stay away from her husband. And so, you know what I'm saying? And then she's like, her thing was, she was still attracted to Henry. And she ain't really, like, you know, this is the father of her kids, and this and the third one. She was like, well, her thing was, why would she let the other girl win? That's the thing. She was like, why would she just give up and let the other girl win? Like, because, you know, she could just leave, you know what I'm saying? She could just left. She's like, why would I give up and just let the other girl? And she wasn't fucking with that shit. So then they're like, yo, you got to do something about this. Paulie and Jimmy sit down with him. He's like, yo, you got to do something about this. Karen came to the house. She's upset. You got to do something about this. I know you don't want to go home, but you got to go back home. You got to do that. So, let's see. Then, what ends up happening, they go to Florida. Jimmy and Henry go to Florida because they got to rough up a guy for some money. They about to feed him to the lions. He ends up this and the third, but what ends up happening was his sister works for, you know, very high ups and this and the third, so she blew the whole thing up. They end up going to jail. Henry, Jimmy, and Paulie. But they run everything, you know what I'm saying? So it's not it ain't as comfortable as it was on the outside, but they ain't pressed by it on the inside. Like, they in there cooking, eating good, like they all right. So what ends up happening from there, they get out. Now, when they get out, you know what I'm saying, Paulie on parole and shit, and he's like, yeah, we done got pinched, and fuck this. We, like, lay low, be good, you know what I'm saying, stay out of anything, like, fuck all this other shit. Stay away from this and that. Don't be doing no garbage. He said, don't make. He's like, what you mean? Don't make a jerk out of me. Come on now. Don't do that. just stay clean, just stay good, so we can, you know what I'm saying, boom. So the thing is, what ends up happening is Henry gets into, you know, selling harder things. He gets to, brick by brick. He gets that, and it ain't even, I don't even know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Playing in the snow, that powdery, you know, powdered donuts. Yeah. So Henry gets into, you know, that. Now the thing is, he also kind of ties Jimmy into it. And this is all that Paulie told him, don't involve this person, don't involve that, don't involve Tommy and Jimmy and nothing. Instead, just be low, just be good. Anyway, so he gets into that though. And then, you know, he does end up having to, so remember the one shorty, like it was that foreshadowing. It was Janice's friend that looked at him, you know what I'm saying, a certain way. She ends up mixing everything for him, this, that, and the third, boom, boom. He was like, all I gotta do is tell her I love her every once in a while. So he got her doing that. And then like, oh, matter of fact, before I even say that, when he was in jail, Karen, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna show you that. I showed you that. I'm gonna show you that. So yeah, there's no more Janice, right? No more Janice. But now he messing with Sandy, and he got Sandy is using and doing and working and this and the third, boom, yeah. So boom. Then, so what ends up happening from here? Murray, however they want to be saying his name. He was the guy from earlier in the movie, and he like sold wigs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he does, whatever. But he had come up with a scheme to really a heist. They got a heist and they got a scheme, and this the big one. Pause. But you know people be saying like, I gotta do my big one. So he comes up with this whole thing for a scheme. They get a whole bunch of people involved. Even Samuel L. Jackson pops up, and guess what his name is? Staggs. So they get a whole bunch of people involved in this heist, and they pull it off. There's the thing. Like, Henry's in there taking a shower, and then he starts hearing something on the radio, and they're like, maybe 2 million, 4 million, 6 million. Like, they done got away with it. He's like, oh shit, they done got away with it. Da, da, da. So the thing is, they had a whole bunch of people set up and in on it, and they you know what I'm saying, they got it. So one of the things is, I need to go look it up. I don't know why Jimmy originally owes Murray money, but Murray keep asking him for money, like, yo, where's my money at? And you kind of understand, like, where is his money? Like, if Jimmy has the money, not only that, like, you have the money to pay him, why haven't you paid him? Like what the hell is going on? So for some reason, Murray keep popping up in different it seems like he continuously keep asking for his money, and they keep trying to calm him down and stuff. He's like, no. This person got their money, this person got their money. Like, where's my money? I came up with this whole scheme. Like, what's going on? And he owed me, so like, what's going on? And then, but you know, like when they first get this, like they not supposed to be doing anything extravagant, lavish. So one dude pull up, and they pull up with a new coupe. Like, what the fuck is this? What are you doing? What is this? Ain't you supposed to leave me alone? What the fuck are you doing? What's going on? Did I tell you? Stop. What the fuck is this? He's like, it's a wedding gift. I'm sorry. Did I tell you this? Boom. The other one comes in. Wife got a mink coat on. What the? Take this shit. What the? Take this. Get the fuck. What the? What's going on? So niggas is like, he's like, bro, all you gotta do is just lay low for a bit. Niggas is watching us and shit. Like, you keep doing this anyway. So the first things that here's the first part. So here's what starts to happen. Stacks, Samuel L. Jackson, right? So after the heist, he's like one of the first people that get whacked. But the things that they're telling you that is that, like, so he was supposed to get rid of the truck. He gets stoned, goes back to his girlfriend. By the time this and the third, he wakes up, the cop done find the truck, and they about to say, we got to clean up loose ends. It was only a matter of time before they get to him. Boom, they get him done. But then Murray still ain't got his money. Murray still ain't got his money. Then what happened? I forget what happened in episode right now. What? Ooh. Oh, no. They end up Jimmy says something to Henry. He's like, you think Murray be talking to his wife in this and the third? And then he was like, that's when I knew Murray's next and he's about to whack him. They end up, but he was trying to stall. He didn't want to be a part of it. And then at one point they send it in, and Jimmy's like, don't worry about, you know what I'm saying, tonight, this and the third, boom. Henry leaves or whatever, and then, but Jimmy, Tommy, and I think Frankie walk out with the car with Murray, and they about to go to the diner or whatever. Murray's done. Well, he's done. But now, as far as the heist goes, Stacks, Murray, and like, so the thing is, Jimmy's all about the heist and this and the third about his money, and then it comes out, and I was like, what you think, Jimmy? The money is Jimmy's. Jimmy's is not about to be giving everybody, you know what I'm saying, the money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that was a part of the heist and stolen this and the third, he's not about to be just giving up all his money. He's like, he gave paulie his cut, he gave Henry this and the third, but Henry's like, I ain't really have much to do with this, so, but Henry got him, is got him up in the, you know, the selling business with how he doing his shit. So, then the saddest, I think this was just like the saddest part of the movie. Like, then I was like, oh, shit. So they about to make Tommy's about to be a made man. Jimmy and Henry can't be made because they have part Irish blood. So they can't be whatchamacallit. But for them, Henry, Jimmy, and Tommy, like, they kind of run together. So, you know what I'm saying? Jimmy is just as happy. If Tommy get made, that's like he getting made. Like, he just as happy. Like, he excited as hell. So he's sitting down, this and the third, and then he goes to the phone to make a call, and he's like, hey, what happened? You know what I'm saying? What's going on, this and the third? He's like, yeah, you know, some things didn't go right, you know what I'm saying? What you mean things didn't go right? You know, some stuff happened. You know what I'm saying? He's gone. What do you mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. He's gone. That's it. And it was like, when they walked Tommy into the room, you don't see nobody. And then he's like, oh, shit. Yep, you know. That was the saddest part of the movie, Tommy. And the reason was because it was like, it's an Italian thing. Jimmy and Henry had nothing to do with it. It's an Italian thing, but it was the Billy thing in the beginning. Billy was a made man. And Tommy he wasn't supposed to do that. So, and amongst other things, just Tommy being a hothead and this and that, it was like, this is like that. Like, it's like, not a vendetta, they didn't say that, but it's like, you gotta set up the score. It's an Italian thing. He was done. That was the saddest part. It was like, they even the face so that they couldn't have an open face. They had to close the cat. Had to close the cast at the funeral. Ain't no open funeral. That was it. So then what ends up happening? Now the back half of the movie after this is Jimmy is getting rid of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Body's just popping his that third, and then. What is it? So at one point, Henry's selling, but then, you know, he sees, they think he paranoid because he also using. So, but he sees this helicopter, he's like, yo, this shit following me, man. And again, it's just like, you got to count on people to do certain things. And the one girl that he had working for him, she's like, yeah, okay, boo. She makes a phone call, and he told her, as soon as you leave, go outside, make a call from a different landline, this and that third. And she called from right there in the house, and, you know, things that's being watched and heard and tapped, and so yeah, there was that. There's that. And then what else? So yeah, then he had to do all these errands, and the helicopter following him around, and this and the third. So then finally, she come back, like this, because this was the day he's supposed to make some little drop or whatever. And the same one that just messed up on the phone call, he was like, all right. He took her, and she was supposed to go do something, but then he was supposed to drop her off. He was supposed to have attached everything to her and then drop her off or whatever. But she's like, she's not taking a flight. She needs her hat. He's like, what the fuck? She's like, it's my lucky hat. I'm not flying with my hat. Just like that. As soon as they pull out into the driveway, done. All right, they pulled him in. So he goes to jail. Then he gets out. Now, he gets out a little earlier, this and that third, and he's trying to emphasize to Karen, like, the Karen's his wife, you know what I'm saying, so shorty. And he's trying to emphasize to her, like, yeah, we're done. We are fucking done here. This is it. Because Paulie told him not to get involved with certain things, and then don't involve certain people. And so then there's a part of Jimmy was like, he didn't know if he was going to tell on him. Jimmy didn't know if Henry was going to tell on him. But I forget telling him about what, for what. Well, I guess everything is right there. So, but then it gets to a point, yeah, Henry's trying to tell Karen, like, yo, we're done. We're done. I should not, because I wasn't supposed to be doing this. I done got caught. Now, like, I'm out. We need to fucking leave. He trying to emphasize that to her and tell her. And so she go to talk to Jimmy, and this was like a little scary part too, because it was like, oh shit. But for the most part, she's been around. She done learned enough. She's pretty smart. She does well. So she goes to talk to Jimmy, and Jimmy's like, well, you want any dresses or anything? This and that. She's like, I made for my mom, you know? He's like, yeah, it's over there. It's around there. Just go, yeah, right there. Go down, just go a little bit, and then go around the corner right there. It's gonna be just right there. Go right there. You know what I'm saying? So she walking, and she's like, and then she kind of saying, she's like, yeah, I'm about to go home. Yeah, I don't really need them to that third one. So she drives away, and she goes home. Boom. Then I think Henry, because Henry goes to talk to Paulie, I think. I forget how. Let me see this next one. I'm not sure how this last little part goes. I think Henry goes to talk to Paulie, and he was like, yeah, I done messed up. I'm sorry, this and that, but I don't really have nowhere to go. And Paulie was like, here, take this. Now I got to turn my back. Like, there, I don't got shit else to say to you. Like, I told you not to do this, and you done did this. You make me like a fool. So, all right, take this. Okay, now I got to turn my back. So he does that, and then he realizes it. So he goes to leave, and then when he meets with Jimmy asks him to do a job. And he's like, Jimmy never asked him to do a job, do a hit or whatever. So that's how he kind of knew. He was like, all right, this is this is that. So basically, the end of the movie is him going into witness protection program. He snitches on everybody, and yep, that's him. He snitches on Jimmy and Paulie. Paulie dies in jail. Jimmy was still in jail. So that's the story. Those the guys. Those the Goodfellas.